to survive the classroom.
So let's jump in to the first one.
Back when I was first teaching, I was teaching a high school sophomore speech class. I was teaching English and speech, and we had a demonstration speech. This was back when you had the projector on the wall and you had to roll it in and you could hook it up to your computer. Well, anyway, the girl giving the speech lived across the street and she said, "Oh, I'm picking up my home internet." She gives a speech about how to download music from Limewire. And says, "Oh, you can also download videos." She clicks on a link and it is full on porn, penis and vagina, naked bodies everywhere. Kids saying, "Oh no, what's happening, Mrs. Hyatt? Is he hurting her? My eyes, my innocence." The whole thing was absolutely horrifying. I jumped in front of the projector on my back, they later told me. At the end of it, I basically told the class, "I will not be your teacher tomorrow. It was a lot of fun, but I'm going to lose my job." Went up, told the principal. She did nothing but laugh and not really help me. Long story short, the kids did not tell on me. Apparently, they wanted to keep me. I kept my job, and no, not one parent called. The whole detailed story is pretty funny, but that is what I survived as a high school teacher, now retired.
Oh my gosh. That is something every time that I like, and to a much milder extent, anytime I'm like showing a YouTube video, I'm worried about ads that are going to be like about tampons or lubricant or perimenopause or something like that, because that is the biggest fear, right? That you're watching something and then the ads come up that are going to be something specific. Or what if I bought lingerie for my husband and then now there isn't going to be an ad about lingerie that shows up? That is so much worse though. I I'm trying to imagine in this moment what it would be like to have a student have control of it and that to go on. Also, what a callback. LimeWire is back in the day. I think that I probably crashed 2 desktop computers with illegal downloads from LimeWire. I think there was like a lot of Backstreet Boys. There were a few like concert renditions of different bands that I really liked, and so I couldn't, afford to go get them, or possibly and probably, sorry, mom and dad, they might have been parental guidance ones, and I was trying to be sneaky, and so I would download the parental guidance advisory ones and burn them onto a disc, and it would be like summer hangout session and it would just be like scrawled across the top on LimeWire. What's funny is one of the things at my high school that we did as like an end of year thing, everyone had to do, and I actually love this idea, by the way. If you have never done a portfolio at the end of the year, it can be really good. The challenge is if your class sizes are huge, then it's really hard to make this a doable thing. But the school I graduated from, they always had an end of year portfolio, and you would also be interviewed by a panel of people, and you had to go through something that you felt was going to be related to your profession. Okay. And so for some people, if they were going into medicine, maybe they would do like a science experiment and would explain why it relates to the medicine that they're going to practice. Right. So it's really cool. It's supposed to have real world application. When I worked at the private school later in my career, they still did that, but they actually brought in people from various, there was like an oceanography institute in our area. And so if there were kids that wanted to get into STEM, they would be the ones in the panel asking questions and stuff. Very, very cool. Also, had the potential for internships and stuff like that, because these are seniors getting ready to go to college, right? Very cool. This is just so symptomatic of the kind of student I was in high school. What I decided that I wanted to do was I was going to do a makeover and I was going to show people how to do makeup. And here's the thing, guys. I did not know what I was doing. I had a lot of confidence. I had a lot of desire to do good. But here's the thing. This was before YouTube tutorials. At YouTube at this point, my friends were just like uploading videos of themselves jumping in bushes because Jackass was the thing at the time. So there wasn't like any real place to get guidance. And this was like heavily 2004, 2005. So my makeup tutorial was probably like a very cakey foundation that didn't match my neck, very bright blush, eyeliner, black eyeliner that went all the way underneath, all the way above, probably some really dark, smoky with big air quotes, eyeshadow with some really bright white highlights in there somewhere, and just so much eyeliner. So much eyeliner. I had so many people, and the eyeliner thing, I fear, is more recent than I would like it to be. If you go back to my early videos as a content creator, I still was rocking that dark eyeliner all the way around. I thought Avril Lavigne was like the coolest and most beautiful girl in the whole world, and she was a skater girl. And I thought that was so cool. There were moments of aspiration that I was like, I'm going to be a skater girl. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to take it down. I'm going to go to the skate park. Because I had a couple of friends that skateboarded and had like half pipes in their backyard and stuff. No, I never did that. I rollerbladed, which is decidedly less cool. I don't think it's less cool anymore. At the time, it was seen as way less cool. And roller derby really wasn't a thing yet. And so I think I probably would have gotten heavily into roller derby if that had been a thing in those days. But I was very heavily into black eyeliner all the way around, all the way until probably, guys, I hate to say it, but 2021 was probably when I finally diverged. And it was because of bullying on the internet. Can you believe that? Somebody bullied me and was like, Andrea, well, I don't know if we want to call this bullying. Somebody on the internet told me that my eyeliner was equivalent to the jean dresses that you see on older teachers. And I was like, wow, that hurt. But maybe I needed to hear that. And so from then on, I went on a journey of figuring out how to do my eyebrows and my eyeliner a little bit better. So there you go. Sometimes class projects are not demonstrating what you hope they would and do not lead to future professions. But who knows? Maybe the girl that accidentally showed porn to the entire class, maybe she went to film school one day or became a cybersecurity person. Who's to say at this point? I would actually love to know where that girl ended up, because that she remembers that. I'm sure she was mortified too, because were those downloaded videos on her computer, or were those ones that were like in the marketplace? Because if they were downloaded, that's even worse. All right. So what a journey we went on with that voice memo. Thank you so much for watching. Want more of How to Survive the Classroom? You can watch the rest of the episode right now. Just click on that little box over there. Do you see it? And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Okay, bye.